What's up? All right, this is day 20 for the Return to Sender Energy Healing Challenge. So here it is. I've had a morning, y'all. I have had a morning. I woke up early and it's been nonstop since. So I also want to know who in my followers that gives a shit about my content is a former drug addict or alcoholic. I want to know. Put it in the comments. Like the video. I have dealt with this morning addict and alcoholic stigma. That stigma that people who have never been in drug addiction, have never experienced that life, coming at me condescending. And, you know, one of the best things about being a former addict and alcoholic, I was an alcoholic way early in life, and then it moved into IV meth and heroin use for a long time. And the best thing about it is to be able to say shit, one of the best things, to be able to say shit that is shocking and not have to be judged for it. Because if anybody has anything to say about anything that any of us have gone through in addiction and they don't want to hear it and they come out with that negative fucking energy, bitch, you haven't been there. You don't know. So you don't get to project bullshit back onto us. Like, it's none of your business either. None of your business. I just don't like the condescending, well, I hope you're sober now. It's like, bitch, really? Do you hope I'm sober now? Really? Do you? Do you give a fuck? The answer is no. And I know that. So that's why it pisses me off. Because people don't really give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They just want to feel better than you or say things to make themselves feel better than you. Because deep down, this is what it is. This is the psychology behind this shit, y'all. Deep down, they are jealous because they didn't have the balls to live their life the way that they wanted to. And we as former addicts, or even if you're still an addict, do it. Go for it. Learn the lesson. Go with your true nature. But deep down, these people who condescend us or stigmatize us or whatever, deep down are jealous because they didn't have the balls to do what they wanted to do, because I guarantee you they have had chances. And they didn't have the balls to do it. So they have to watch people like us who completely go against society, do what we want to do when we want to do it because it's in our true nature. And then they get to watch us overcome it, find ourselves through it, and grow into our purpose. All when we did everything that everybody told us not to. We did it because deep down, it was in our true nature, and eventually it brought us healing. If I wouldn't have been a drug addict, I would have never healed, because this system, this fucked up system that we find ourselves surrounded by, they have no clue. They don't know how to help us. And it's turned into a process of greed. In the AA program, the 12-step programs, don't even get me started. They'll brainwash you back into addiction. So these people don't know how to help you. So after they watch it for so long, people just keep going back out and back out and back out because they don't know how to help us. They give up, and then it turns into greed. Well, we'll just open rehabs and shuffle everybody into AA, even though it doesn't work. We'll do it anyway, and we'll just collect all the money. And you know how expensive rehabs are? It's ridiculous. So it's turned into, just like most of everything else in this matrix, has turned into greed off of the backs of addicts who the processes that be at the core of it are the ones shoveling the drugs into the country in the first place. So, I doubt somebody's watching this that isn't an addict. Maybe. Find compassion for the people struggling with drugs or alcohol in your life. Don't isolate them, and don't treat them like shit, because they are trying to heal and trying to get off the shit somewhere inside of them. I guarantee it. So, love is the answer, not isolation, not tough love, alienating. That's not the answer. And either is the 12-step programs. Be prepared to be repeating relapse after relapse after relapse after relapse if you go and get involved in that program. Because that shit brainwashed me into addiction. And it wasn't until I left that shit and realized it that I was able to do something about it. So anyway, return to sender, motherfuckers. Return to sender. Just say return to sender. Return to sender. All that negative shit sent my way to cloud my judgment and my purpose. Return to sender. We are not dealing with that shit anymore. No more. All right, I gotta finish my workout. Bye.